TJ and Riggins.
Riggins, I've been meaning to ask you. So the old chairs that we were using, they were nice in the beginning, and then they were falling apart, so we had to get new chairs. Well, we're balling on a budget, and the chairs that we got to replace them were probably the least expensive chairs of this type that Jody could find on the Amazon. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you find yourself sweating more in these chairs?
No.
Okay, because it seems like to me that the material these are made of makes my butt hotter.
You said that the other day. I went, what?
Do you, Lindsay?
I agree.
Do you think it's hotter?
Yes, it's because it's like a certain type of more like plastic.
Mm-hmm.
I am so with you on that because I stood up the other day and I was wearing some like silky type dressier pants and I was like, oh, am I having like sweaty butt?
Yeah, you left a puddle the other day.
Oh.
I mean, it was
You would
bad.
damn lie.
It was bad. There were goldfish in it.
Not true.
It just seems like this fake leather doesn't breathe as well as the last ones.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably
Keeps
does.
me warm.
I got hot butt.
Yeah.
You know, that's what Riggins' family calls diarrhea.
Hot
Lindsay is hot butt.
The hot butt.
That's funny.
But I got a temperature hot butt.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Rob's chair, we didn't get a new one because he works from home most of the time now. But his old chair is still better than these new ones.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's bigger, and it's made because we
not
got
bigger.
that. The old radio station was about to throw that out because they got all new ones, and they're using corporate money. They didn't care.
Yeah, right.
So they put them all. You remember they wheeled them all into
Yeah.
that room, and they said, "If you want a chair, go get it."
Sure.
Well, that's one of them, and it's a nice one.
Yeah,
it's
that is-
old, but it's nice.
Yeah.
So,
Plush.
so I might try it and see if my butt gets cooler.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need wet butts.
No.
Big
Lindsay,
wet
though, my
butts.
butt sweats all the
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweaty butt.
Oh,
Sweaty
Lindsay's
butt syndrome.
sweat.
swampy. Who was it? Monica that worked for us that used to always get swamp butt. Didn't she talk about having swamp butt all the time?
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
as long as you say maybe, she can't sue us now.
Yeah,
so.
I'd have to go double check. Now,
I don't
definitely,
think she's
when,
going to sue you.
yeah, when we'd go to Disney World and stuff, that was like the epitome of having
Yeah.
swamp butt. But you got to take precautions.
But you remember Young Grasshopper when I introduced you to the Gold Bond spray, that men's
Yeah.
spray?
Not the powder, but the actual aerosol spray, which makes application much, much easier.
Yeah, they need to put it like a roach bomb, though. One of those kinds of things where you can just squat over it.
From
and
the
it
floor.
just-
What a scene.
I think I just peed a little. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You walk in, somebody's squatting over
you're,
The visual on that.
you're in that old, the low-end Disney resorts we went to, the All-Star, those little motel rooms. It's like, where's Riggins?
I got to go roach
He's
bomb
like-
my gooch.
You leave the curtains open and you're just like, people say, why is he squatting over that can?
It's like,
Why is he squatting over that fire hydrant?
yeah, he's trying to start a fire in there.
That would be a lot easier because the can doesn't spray upside down very easily.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
And you got to get like for Disney kind of protection.
Yeah, you got to really double coat.
For Disney protection, yeah.
I was never one to put like
gotta get up in
Vaseline
there.
and stuff like that. I know you did that for a while,
Vaseline only at the beach though.
just at the beach.
Yeah, because you needed a barrier from the sand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had some accidents.
Yeah, I remember.
You don't want that.
No, sir.
You may need to do that for your son, Lindsay, if he's out getting really sandy at the beach and all that.
Yeah.
Put Vaseline in his little area to keep it off of his skin.
This is the craziest thing that you say that because I thought of you. I clearly wasn't on the show when this happened. Otherwise, I would have told you. But I think about your story all the time because after I had a boy, I'm like, oh my God, we got to watch out for this. So we're on the beach. He was 2, maybe. That happened.
Oh,
he
really?
started wailing,
Yeah.
pee 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 pee, like it hit, and I was like, oh no, the TJ thing happened. And Kyle's like, what? I'm like, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out.
The pee-pee thing.
What do you know about TJ's pee-pee?
Yeah, he was so confused. He's like, what? Like, oh my God, this has happened.
It was one time I was at the beach and Jody and I, it was just the two of us. The children were with her parents and they, it was like a getaway thing. Mm-hmm. And we went for a long walk on the beach, which you don't do together when you got little kids.
Yeah.
Right.
And so one grain of sand got on my business and rubbed against my swimsuit and all that. And so the next thing you know, I'm on fire. It was an abrasion. It was a bad abrasion, yeah.
And
so you
I
put
didn't know
Vaseline
what to do.
all in the area, and it keeps that from happening.
That's what I was going to say. So you prep it before you go down to the beach, obviously.
Yeah.
Because
If I
didn't
did
know
it
what
at
to
the
do.
beach, I'd probably get arrested.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you spray my back with sunscreen while I apply the Vaseline to my crotch?
Yeah. What's the problem? Greasing the
And
hog.
I
Leave
think
me
it was
alone.
worse because he had a swim diaper on.
Yeah.
So I took that thing off. I mean, I stripped him naked. He was screaming bloody murder. And I basically took him to the little outside shower thing and just started
Yeah.
go. I mean, bless his heart.
Yeah, I mean, it's so painful. But if you mess around and you get too much of the Vaseline, then it'll stain your swimsuits and all that.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's petroleum, so it doesn't come off in the water. And but when that happens, then you want to make sure it doesn't happen anymore because it's so painful. So I ruined some swimsuits by just like big handful of just plop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is. And so if you got a little boy that's going to be playing around in the sand and have the waves coming up on him and all that, because when the waves hit and they're sitting flat on their butt out there, that sand goes right up the leg of their pants. Mm-hmm. I'm describing a little bit too much detail about little boys at the beach.
Well, listen. So Lindsay's peeing in the water, ankle deep, and her son's screaming because he's got sand on his wiener.
Beep, beep, beep.
His little pee-pee. I mean, bless
What a
his heart.
scene.
And her husband can't get out from under the umbrella because he doesn't want to get burnt.
Yeah, right.
He thinks about the sun and gets burnt. So yeah.
Oh, really? Is he's susceptible?
Oh, he's already had skin cancer in his ear.
No way.
From
So-
baseball, being out in it playing baseball.
Yep, because the hat. I mean, he obviously always wore hats, but not inside the ear. It's,
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
you got to
stuff.
spray. You got to spray his ears with the sunscreen, or he just
You
rubs
know
the
those
lotion
Swedish
in.
people, they
Yeah.
are white. I mean,
Mhm.
they are.
And that's why I was surprised that you hitched up with him.
I know, trust me, I think about it every day.
I just ate their fish.
The Swedish fish.
So does he have to load up with sunblock and sunscreen, or can he even get out from under the umbrella at all? Oh, she can't hear me.
He can, and now he obviously puts on tons of sunscreen. But back, when you're younger, you don't
Yeah,
think
you don't
about
think.
it. So he had already damaged all of his skin. I mean, just from baseball and golf. I mean, so he did some dumb things. But
Yeah, my wife's
what are you going to do?
my wife's mean, grouchy grandmother from Indiana. She had passed by now, but she came to our house once, and they talked her into sitting out by the pool for a few minutes. Everybody, the family was messing around in the pool and hanging out and all that. She went back home to Indiana. She was in her 80s. And the doctor told her she had a little spot of skin cancer that he needed to take off. And she said, well, and I know exactly where and when I got it. They made me sit out by my granddaughter's pool in North Carolina, and I know I got it that day. Like she was out there maybe 30 minutes, and she was she was fully clothed.
I love that she blamed
She was
it on
just
y'all,
like,
though.
yep, Jody put me out there by that pool.
Jody gave me skin cancer.
Yep,
That's what she's saying. I mean, absolutely.
exactly. Yeah.
What a
She
nasty
really
thing
believed
to
it
say.
too. She really believed it too. I mean, she didn't mean it in a nasty way. She was just mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And a Democrat too at that.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, union type Democrat.
Okay.
And she would tell me, why don't you get on your elephant and ride out of here? I'm tired of listening to you.
Oh wow.
Of course, I would aggravate her.
Sure.
She was a lot of fun.
Tweet. Oh,
She wasn't, she wasn't mean at heart. She was just kind of a grouchy, snippy,
Okay.
don't mess with me kind of old lady.
Hmm.
You know,
Character.
good kisser.
Is that
She's a
right?
good kisser, yeah.
Well, that's good.
But I hated that she came to North Carolina and got the skin cancer.
Cancer from it
Yeah.
for 30 minutes at the pool. Sorry.
Because we're very close to the equator.
Yeah,
here.
right.
Yeah.
Dangerous rays.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Well, I hate that happened to Brooks's little pee-pee, but that's an early lesson that you'll know from now on.
Yeah. I should have known
Yeah.
from your story.
So many people, if they just follow my teachings, would be so much better in life, and it would just trickle down to their offspring as well.
Yeah.
Generations.
Yeah.
Generations. More coming up.
More Extra Funny next.
Lily and Grace is an incredible boutique in Mooresville, North Carolina that was built from a lifetime of experience in the interior design and home renovation businesses. Beautiful furniture and interior design elements ready to tell your home's story. Lily and Grace offers a wide range of products that can be customized to accommodate every corner of your home. They truly create pieces of art, and we are so proud to be working with them. Learn more at lilyandgrace.com. That's lilyandgrace.com.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins Show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today. Welcome to Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
So, why is it that we call a little boy's thing a pee-pee, but we don't call a butt a poo-poo?
Good question.
Good question. My son calls it a poo poo, but we don't. Yeah.
A poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a pee-pee. That's your penis because you pee-pee from it.
Mm-hmm.
But why not have a poo-poo? Your butt's called a poo-poo because you poo-poo from it.
Yeah. You can get down
It's
with that.
true.
But we always try to use the proper terms for body parts when I teaching my kids and all.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was always a penis and a turd cutter.
Oh my God.
No, we've never
Me every time.
we've never used proper names of things like that with our kids.
No.
Like I
Yeah.
can't imagine looking at my son or my daughter and saying it's a penis. It's a penis.
Kids
people
talk-
do that though.
I know. I think all the names are weird. When I hear a kid mention, I think it's just weird. But I don't know what we were taught. I don't remember being taught at all what the name of anything was.
In my
Yeah.
family, my son when he was little, he had a wacky. It was his wacky.
Now that's funny. I love that.
Yeah, because if that would have happened to him at the beach, he would have said, "My wacky hurts. My wacky hurts."
Keeps it comical,
Yeah.
At my kids' school, they call everything front and back bums. But that's typically a back,
Yeah, and it's European, so
Yeah,
a
bums.
bum,
Yeah.
a bum.
Yeah, in Europe, they call the front of a woman, that's the fanny.
Yeah,
But to us, a fanny would be the
butt.
butt. So, yeah, they have.
Because fanny pack came
yeah.
from that.
I didn't think
Here,
about
it's
that.
like
but
Yeah.
I thought the fanny pack was because it was supposed to be worn over the butt rather than over the front. Or was
Yeah,
it? You should know. You have that in school, Lindsay, being a fashion design major or whatever.
Yeah. So the fanny pack was invented because the front it's called fanny.
So they
a lot
invented
of-
it in England or
Yeah,
in Europe.
I guess so. Yeah.
Fanny pack.
But you could wear it front or back, back fanny,
Yeah.
front fanny. What I don't like the name fanny. And I hate nickname if someone's a nickname fanny. I hate it.
What is that a nickname for? Like Madge is a nickname for Margaret usually, right? Or
Yeah, I think so.
Dot is what you'd call somebody named Doris.
Or Dorothy.
Yeah, Dorothy. That's right, Dorothy, not Doris.
Dot.
Doris
I like
is
Dot.
Dodo. I've heard that
Dodo?
people call somebody named Doris Dodo or
Kinda
Doe.
cute, Dodo.
But what is Fanny?
Fanny?
I I used to know this because I asked somebody, but now I forgot. Let me
It'd be
look.
Francis.
Francis. Yes.
Fanny.
So instead of Franny, you'd say Fanny.
Oh, yeah.
In some cases, Stephanie, it says.
Huh.
Oh, because
just-
Stephanie.
And I always wonder where Bob comes out of Robert. Rob, you get being short for Robert, but where's Bob? And Jack, if somebody's name's Jim.
Yeah, right.
And
Or John. Jack is a nickname for John, right?
Right.
and isn't the nickname like Dick is Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one. I don't know where that comes from either.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which is why my mom made sure that people know that my real given name is Richie and not Richard. Like Richie is not short for Richard.
Because she didn't like
She didn't want anybody calling me Dick.
That's
Yeah,
wow.
heck yeah. You may call him my baby Dick.
Dickhead. That's fine. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like that guy that I went to school with whose name was Richard Muncher.
Muncher?
Yeah, his last name was Muncher. It's German.
Really?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So people called him.
Dick Muncher, yeah.
Oh no.
I mean,
Oh, no.
Oh.
She said, oh,
Oh
no. Not Dick Muncher.
Because you gotta think the parents would have known that before. But I'm glad you're
Moocher.
making that up
It was
because I was
Moocher.
seriously
Muncher.
concerned.
It's German.
Moocher. You got me there. I was like, poor guy.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Dick Muncher.
Muncher.
He probably had such a hard life.
He
Dick
he
Muncher.
would have. He would have. Poor
You're
thing.
not kidding. That would be awful.
I bet there is someone out there named that though.
Probably. Shut up, TJ.
Poor guy.
And I've never used that. I just made that up.
You just made it up?
Yeah. But I had no idea it was going to land like that. That's great. No. Muncher. It's German.
Oh.
But, most people go with head or cheese or, whatever.
Sure.
But
Not you.
Muncher.
So there's only one TJ. Don't forget it.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, that's awful.
It really truly is awful.
It is awful.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But there was a really famous woman in the 70s. She was in show business, and I don't really know exactly what her talent was, but she was always on game shows, like when they have celebrities on game shows and all that. She was always on them. And she would be like cameo appearances on things, but her name was Fanny Flagg.
Fanny Flagg.
Fanny Flagg, yeah. And that's just something I remember
Flagg,
about
that's a name.
the 70s when I was little. You'd always on that game, Match Game.
Yeah,
was
right.
And they had all the celebrity panelists up there. Now when I watch some of there's one that comes on where we live in syndication. It comes on like say at 6:30 or so every evening, and it's I guess where something's either a lie or the truth, and they get the celebrity. They have comedians up there, and
Not Password, but it's like one of those kind of games.
and they're so scripted, and
really?
it seems like it is. Yeah,
They've got
and they have some big
lines.
name comedians on there now, like John
Yeah.
Lovitz was on there a lot. What's her name? Tiffany Haddish is on there, but it's like they know the question, and they'll have a line that they deliver that's funny, and it's like just right off the bat. Well,
Yeah.
and it just seems like it's staged.
Yeah.
And I don't like it, and it offends me if somebody does like it. I'm like, don't you know? It's kind of like when people fall for that Battle of the Sexes game on the radio, and they think it's real.
I know.
Oh.
Or they don't care. It's part of me thinks like just hopes that they know it's fake, but they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Yeah.
And every time I say that game is Battle of the Sexes is fake, somebody's going, "What? It is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always loved that." Only time I would
Can't
flip
believe
over from y'all's show is when the other show was doing Battle of the Sexes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh God. Let's stay over there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Just stay.
They're bringing back a lot of those old shows. I just saw Hollywood Squares or something.
Yeah,
It's coming
that's
back.
another one. It's like that. And if you watch Hollywood Squares, it's the same thing. Boom, line, deliver the comedian,
Yeah, I guess they think people are going to watch those shows, but it seems like every week there's a new one coming out. Rob Lowe is hosting one, I think, now.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
I think so. I think I saw him.
I didn't think they would let straight white men host anything anymore. Any new shows? When Ryan Seacrest is probably the last one.
He's a big guy. The Floor is the one Rob Lowe hosts on Fox.
Yeah,
I gotta watch that.
because I know that one of the best, most talented game show hosts that I've ever seen is Dwayne Wade.
Oh my gosh,
so good.
What did he host? He hosted something.
He hosted one it may have been the one where the floor drops out from under you. Like you get these, it's a couple working together to do something. I don't know what it was terrible what I watched.
Yeah.
And he was the host of it, and as you can imagine, he wasn't fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not charismatic at all.
But of course he's not going to be like,
No.
Yeah.
they had to have just done it because of his name.
Oh, of course.
yeah.
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 Well,
But I don't know anybody that's like, I got to watch this. Dwayne Wade is hosting it. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, does he have that much pull? I mean,
well,
maybe.
Well, if you're
his wife's Gabrielle Union, though, right?
Yeah.
So
And if
she's
you're
a heavy hitter. and
basketball fan,
Yeah.
I guess.
Is he a Hall of Fame yet? I don't know.
I don't know.
Has he
I
been
think he
retired
is.
long enough?
They put a statue of him outside the arena. It looks horrible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I remember that. It was terrible.
He was pissed. He looked at him. He was like, what the hell?
It doesn't even look like him.
No.
Yeah. Plus, he has, something else about, his life that Hollywood people would try to be boosting him up for, political type, trendy type thing. But the guy that hosts the show I'm talking about, where the celebrity, they're either lying or not, he's not bad. He's a pretty good host. But it's just the show itself is just, so scripted sounding.
Yeah, I gotta find
kind
out
of
what
like
that-
fake laughing and things like that.
Is the host American?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's not like that piece of crap Trevor Noah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if
That guy.
Yeah, if you don't have a celebrity hosting your game show, you got to get a foreigner. It seems like that's the formula. We'll get some guy from England, like James Corden, who's like, Americans decided we don't like you.
Yeah.
We're done with you.
Yeah, but this one though, he's American.
Okay.
He's black, black guy, American, and seems pretty good.
Okay.
But I think it's a Byron Allen project.
Oh, okay.
So he was a host and all when he was young, and he still does hosting stuff. But he's big producer of those
Yeah, he does a
syndicated
ton
type
of 'em.
shows. Yeah, and he's on there all the time as one of the guest contestants.
Yeah. Anthony Anderson, I think it's. Anthony Anderson?
No, he's not the host of this one I'm talking about. But he does have a game show that he does too. And then who does the Shazam one? That's Teddy Cruz, right?
Yeah, Terry
Crews.
Yeah, and he's good. He's charismatic and interesting to watch.
He's just so frail. I can't hardly. I get weak watching him because he's so frail. You know who I'm talking about, Lindsay? Terry Crews.
I don't know.
Google him on your phone real quick. You'll know him when you see him. He's just that little frail. Looks like just a little waif-like guy.
Is it the one I'm okay?
He's
I'm like, are we
huge.
joking? Okay, because I love him.
Yeah.
He's huge.
He's huge. What?
He was
What
in
was
White Girls,
Yes.
and he was also in those Expendables movies.
Yeah. He always plays like the mean tough guy, but
White
every time you
chicks,
see him personally, he's like, he's like the sweetest, like nicest kind of guy.
And he was on
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was on that. He was good on that. But I'm trying to think of any other game shows that I've seen. That I used to like some of them when I was a kid. I liked some of there was a show called Tic Tac Doe that was pretty good, and it was hosted by Wink Martindale. And
His name was Wink.
Wink Martindale, and there's a Wink Martindale now that's a coach in the NFL. It's a different Wink Martindale.
A different one?
What?
This guy though, Wink Martindale, was one of those Dick Clark type broadcasters. Like, he was huge, in his day, and I think he was best friends with Elvis. He may have married one of Elvis's ex-girlfriends, and then they were all best friends. He had some kind of a connection to Elvis. Wink Martindale, and the show was called Tic Tac Doe, and it was good. You may be able to find that on your local YouTube. Check that out somewhere. And then, of course, MTV's Remote Control. I killed that. That was
Colin Quinn.
Colin Quinn was the co-host of that.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I knew that was one of the.
It was all about TV trivia and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that was where I think Jenny McCarthy got her start after she did the Playboy.
Oh.
Yeah, she did a bunch of MTV shows. She was like so hot when I was a
nasty.
kid.
Like she's all, Miss Mom and married to Donnie Wahlberg now, and but she's
pretty wild,
raunchy.
She
actually looks better now, I think, than she has in decades.
I don't like her though.
No, I mean
they're too much.
Yeah,
Donnie and they go to sleep if they're not staying in the same bed. They go to sleep on FaceTime with each other.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
It's fine. It's goofy.
Yeah, but
come on.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about some of the other, like she just personality is a little overbearing for me.
Oh, no doubt. She's overbearing.
She's overbearing, and they're a little too much with each other in public. Close. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I do love that Donnie.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be in a spinoff of the show. Was it Blue Blood?
Blue Blood.
Yeah, there's a spinoff of it, and it's going to be Boston Blood or Boston Blue or something like that.
We need a spinoff of Blue Bloods?
That was a huge show.
Yeah.
But I just hope that he's able to adapt to being a character from Boston.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know that those Wahlbergs were actually from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything like that, any kind of news like that. They keep it pretty hidden.
Yeah.
Where they're from.
Uh-huh.
Bunch of Southies is what they are.
That's what it is.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
R. Gregory Jewelers is traveling thousands of miles to Antwerp, Belgium to buy diamonds directly from the diamond capital of the world. As a master IJO jeweler, we're going to personally pick from the incredible inventory of Antwerp's vaults to bring back the best selection and value to our customers. Let R. Gregory Jewelers know your heart's desire, and we will find it in the heart of the diamond industry during our upcoming trip. Are you ready to be part of Antwerp's 500-year tradition of making diamonds sparkle? R. Gregory Jewelers is here to help make your diamond dreams come true.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. A TJ Riggins Prime button to get to invitations, links, and all the great Prime Plus exclusive content. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Hey Charlotte, ready to enjoy a chef-prepared meal using delicious seasonal ingredients without ever having to leave your home? Table & Twine is the answer. Have a world-class dining experience without ever leaving your house. Learn more at tjriggins.com/tableandtwine.